Hey everyone, and welcome back to another photo card storing video. This video is probably going to be super long because I have like a bajillion cards to put away, and it's also going to be like 90% 80s fever because these are all of my cards I currently have. But I do have some other stuff that's built up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and put away all that first and then save this big stack for the second half of the video. So we'll start with 80s because I have all of this and this postcard. So, okay, I'm going to literally go on like a huge rant and tangent for probably like 3 minutes, so you can just fast forward into the video for a second. So, I finally have Sans Illusion My Music Taste card after waiting for this for actually like 9 bajillion years. Long story short, this is actually my third attempt at trying to get this card, and the only one that ever actually arrived. And I wasn't even the one who managed to get this. Literally, my best friend got me this card, so shout out to her forever for life. Long story long. So back at like the very end of May, like the 28th or something, I managed to buy this card, and it was shipped out on June 1st. Then a couple of weeks went by, and I wasn't really worried because it was a worldwide purchase from the UK, and I was expecting it to take a while because of the whole situation going on. But then after a couple weeks went by and I was getting mail, like other mail from the UK and Europe, I started to get really worried and began to start getting like pretty sad about the whole situation. One, because this is the final San card I needed, obviously pre-fever, and from the time I got my second to last San card, it had been months. Two, this is pretty much San's most rare and expensive card, so it's not like I could just go buy another one or trade for it again. Like when I found this one to buy, it was like the only time I had like ever found it. And three, San is literally my ultimate bias. It was like pretty sad and annoying to me that I couldn't finish his collection despite actually having bought the card. It just was never arriving. Anyway, so pretty much I had like as little faith as I had like ever had on getting this card. Like pretty much thought it was never gonna come. But then one day, I think this was like July 2nd or something, my best friend texted me saying she had managed to buy this card. And when I say I couldn't believe it and that my faith and hope had been restored because she was going to give it to me, well, obviously I was gonna like pay her for it, but same difference. Like I was going to finally get this card. But she had like also bought it worldwide from Norway. But yet again, I was like, don't worry about it. Of course, it'll take a little while because it's worldwide. Of course it'll come. Yeah, and then a few weeks go by and it still hasn't arrived. All the while, the card I had bought back in May still hadn't arrived. And then by this point, it was like mid to late July. Then a few more weeks go by, and now it's August, and neither of our purchases of this card have arrived. And yet again, literally I thought this card was never gonna come. I'm never going to complete San. Literally got lost in the mail. Also, TMI, but I've pretty much felt more down and sad I ever have this summer due to like quarantine and lack of social interaction and just everything going on in the world compounded together. And this photo card situation was really exacerbating the situation. And obviously I know K-pop and collecting shouldn't be burdensome, and obviously it should be fun, but this card was seriously just eating away at me. All that being said, one day on August 6th, literally looked that date up, somebody messaged my best friend about a trade for this card. Oh my god, they were freaking from the United States. God bless. And then literally a week later it arrived at her house, and you freaking bet I drove over to her house that day to go get it, and here we are. Anyway, all this sounds so dramatic, and literally it's not that deep. It's just a photo card, but I'm an extremely dramatic person in real life, so yeah. Anyway, here we go. The final San card I need to complete my entire San collection. Pre-fever, obviously. But now this filler can finally go away that's been sitting in my binder since actually May. Honestly, it's been sitting there longer than May because when I pre-planned all this, it was probably like April. Yeah, sorry for that ginormous rant, but I literally just need to say that. The other cards I have are some other My Music Taste. So, firstly, I have Mingy's Illusion, My Music Taste, and I actually have the entire Illusion My Music Taste set now because with San and Mingy, that is everyone I needed. Then I have Yuno's Wave. And lastly, I have Jongho's Finale version, Z card. And now these can all get split up. So I'm going to put a Wave down here. And Mingy will go here. And then I'll put a filler right here. Then I've added a second page for these cards. So I know this is version A, but I'm going to put it at the bottom because I have more of these cards and I want them to all be on the same row together. And there we go. Now, each album of my music chase have their own page. So this is EP3 and then finale. These 3 members for the season's greeting cards. I actually have all the other members on the way, but they're not here because I bought them from different people. So yeah. Okay, so I have Son, and then Wooyoung, Jongho, Yeosang, and Hongjoon. And these little cards are going to stay in the middle because, I mean, they're kind of similar, so I'm just going to leave those there. And then I have Mingi's on the way, Sungla's, and Yuno. Then the last ATEEZ card I have for right now is Jongho's postcard. And yeah, that's all I had for ATEEZ for this part of the video before I do all of the Fever cards. The next cards I have are for Victon, and oh my god, another monumental occasion. I actually have 2 from Victon cards. Like, who would have ever thought? Literally ever. I have both Singshik and Sejun's What's in My Bag cards, so oh my god, I can finally have more than 2 cards on this page. So here is Singshik, and here is Sejun. And I actually have all 3 of their What's in My Bag cards, and I just need these 2 now. And that's all for Victon. And next for X1, I have this Nsong card. This is his binder card, I think. This card literally took 2 months to arrive, and it was a United States purchase. Honestly, I have no clue what the ordeal was, but I'm glad it didn't actually get lost. So yay, this page is complete. And then the other card I have is this Juno card from the Quantum Leap version of this album. So God bless, I am almost done with this page. So next I quickly have this one June card to put away from Hengare, and that is from the set version, I believe. So I'm just gonna put him here because, I mean, there's only 4 cards on this page, so I'll just lay it out less blandly. So yeah, that's all for this binder. Alright, and these are the last things I have before all the Fever cards. This is Johnny's circle card from player 1, and that completes this page. And super excitingly, I have the final Jaehyun card that I needed for his whole collection, his regular version, regular card. And I'm actually going to split up his cards now because he doesn't fit with 10 anymore. Also, and now 10 is going to have his own page, so I'm going to put these in the 222 layout. So obviously the top row is Empathy, and this is Take Over the Moon and the sequel, and then Awaken the World at the bottom. And then Jaehyun, since he has 14 cards, I'm going to put his on like 7 and 7 so they're symmetrical. Alright, there we go. And now my Jaehyun collection is like symmetrical, so there's 7 on this page, and I try to keep the albums together, so like these are together because they're from the same album, these are from the same album, these aren't, but like, I mean, they're still on the same page. And then I put his tour bus card here to finish off the page, and then 10 is now on his own page. And the last thing I have is Johnny's postcard. There we go. So normally I would put my top 2 biases next to each other like Jan and Johnny, but these 2 match and then these 2 match, so I'm going to do it like this. And that is all I had for this binder. And now for the most exciting part of this entire video. These are all of my ATEEZ, Fever, photo cards, and pulls. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve these off camera because it would take like a million years for me to do it on camera. Also, as you would notice here, I decided for this comeback to actually do every single version in the OT8 layout rather than like top 30 up there and then 5 back here, because I do like these photo cards, but they don't look good together. Like if I was gonna put, for example, Inception version 1 on like this column, and then Inception version 2, which is like the brick wall column, and then the Inception My Music Taste, which is like my least favorite set. Like these are like, I call this version like the green version, and then brick walls, and then this is like my least favorite set of MMT cards. And that's like 3 things I don't like, and I don't want that all on one page. Like it doesn't look good together, but obviously like the sets look good together, so I'm gonna do that. LOL, like a normal ATEEZ collector. But yeah, I'm just gonna mention that. Also, I had originally done my nails in the color of the comeback, but since my albums took so long to arrive, I decided to take off the polish because it was like, it had been on for too long. So yeah, now my nails look like this. But yeah, I had actually done my nails to match this comeback, and I was gonna have it for the video, but oh well. Anyway, yeah, I'll be right back to sleeve all of these. Oh my god, I am finally back from sleeving all of this, and this is the stack. So yeah, I'm just going to start with the K-Town cards first. So since I bought like a whole set from K-Town, I just got all 8 cards. So these weren't like random or anything. These just, like, they just sent all 8 because I bought 8. Also, this is like the cutest Yuno card of literally all time. So yeah, Hongjun Sunghwa Yuno, Yosong, Sonny, Mingi, Wooyoung, and Jongho. There we go. And then next, I'll do the Apple Music cards. So again, yeah, since I bought an entire set, they just sent all 8 cards rather than sending random ones. So none of these were random. I just got all 8. Then, also, I hate this card so bad. Like, whoever at Apple Music or KQ that chose this card for him literally did him so dirty. Like, I'm sure you would know that, like, these are the same pictures or, like, same area where they took the photo that's at the end of the diary AR card. And his, like, the picture at the end of his diary AR card is in the same position. Like, it's, like, from the same selfie. But for some reason, they chose this one, and, like, it's so zoomed in. And I'm just like, why couldn't they have picked that other one? I don't know. But anyway, he has to go here. Like, he doesn't match at all. And, like, everyone else has this. And, like, Sunghwa's doesn't. But it still looks good with the others because it's, like, the same distance from the camera. But whatever. And then, literally, this Wooyoung card is what made me collect this whole set. Like, I literally saw this card and was like, I literally have to collect the entire Apple Music set because of this. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my favorite card from this set. And then from this set, my favorite card is Yuno's. Now I'll do just the actual album pulls because these were random. So we'll start out with Thanks version 1. So, okay, I have Sunghwa, Yuno, Yosong, San. This is actually the only card from this entire stack that I traded for. Like, I originally pulled 2 of his other Thanks version, and I traded for this. And then Wooyoung. And I've currently already traded for Hongjoon and Jongho's. So this is what I have for this version, and these are my favorite 2 of the set. Then next is Thanks version 2, which me and my friend dub the camera version. So I have Hongjoon, Yeosang, Son, and Wooyoung. And me and my friend bought so many albums, and like the reason I have like certain members is because we like divvied them all up to our respective biases and then just like divvied up all the rest. But they were pretty much all the same because we had tons of dupes, so we pretty much have all the same polls. But we literally pulled this card 4 times, and this was my priority Son card out of all of his 4 album cards. And yeah, honestly the Son look was like pretty tragic, but at least I pulled like my priority card. So yeah, and then I've actually traded for every single card from this set, so this page should be done once these 3 cards come in. Then for Inception version 1, we dubbed this set the green version. Anyway, so I have Hongjoon. Who this is actually my favorite card from this entire version or set. So yeah, and then Mingi, Wooyoung, and Jongho. And I've traded for Son and Seungwa already. I've completed Son, Seungwa, and Wooyoung in their entirety, like all the cards I needed. And then next is Inception version 2, which we call the brick wall version. And low-key, I hate this version, but here I am collecting all of them. I honestly just hate brick walls, like, with a passion. And these aren't even selfies, they're literally like... Also, the brick walls aren't even the same color. I just don't like these cards, but whatever. I had to collect them anyway. So, Wooyoung, Mingi, Son, and Seungwa. And I've traded for Yeosang's. Hongjoon's is probably my favorite out of this version because he's like sitting on the ground and it's really adorable. But yeah, and then next is Thanks My Music Taste. So pulled Hongjoon, and then this is like Seungwa's best card literally ever. This is literally Seungwa's gay rights photo card because literally his cheek says thanks in rainbow. So yeah, he said gay rights with that one. And then this card is my favorite selfie ever. My friend pointed out that like on his cheeks, it's really pink and it goes across his nose. And I don't know if that's like a sunburn or if they just put blush on his face like that, but this is the cutest card ever. Like the pink cheeks is so adorable. But yeah, all of the members, my favorite card is from the Thanks version. And this is my favorite Yeosang card from this Yeosang. And then Wooyoung. And I've traded for Son's already. Then we have the Inception My Music Taste, which is pretty much my least favorite card of everyone. But Hongjoon, Seungwa, Yeosang, and Son. This is literally the only Son My Music Taste we pulled out of all of our albums, and this is my least favorite one. But whatever, at least I pulled one. And then Jongho, and I have traded for Wooyoung. Clearly I've traded for like all of my biases cards because that's like priority. And then lastly we have the diary set. So I pulled 6 members out of this one. So Seungwa, I actually pulled Seungwa's entire set, so God bless. Yeosang, Mingi, Wooyoung, and Jongho. And this is my favorite Wooyoung card out of his 3. And then Hongjoon's diary card is my favorite of his 3 like selfie cards. And of course I couldn't pull it, but whatever. I'm not literally complaining about my pulls, and I pretty much traded for everything important. So yeah, this is literally all my pulls. I'll go ahead and flip through real quick. Yeah, literally I've done so much trading already that this is like so close to being done. I'm only missing like 5 regular album cards and like 6 My Music Taste cards or something. But yeah, so Thanks version 1, Thanks version 2, Inception version 1, Inception version 2, Thanks My Music Taste, Inception My Music Taste, Diary My Music Taste, K-Town For You pre-order cards, and the Apple Music pre-order cards. Oh wait, I just actually remembered that, okay, so I literally said I was not going to collect these stupid diary cards, and I'm literally not, but I told myself if I pulled Sans, I would keep it for, annoyingly, completion purposes. And then I also pulled like 6 Woo Youngs, so I'm just gonna keep one of his too. And I'm gonna put these in the center of these versions because I think it's kind of funny. So like instead of making like a filler for the middle, like a fake group card or like something to put there, I'm literally just going to put these cards because yeah, I mean, whatever. So I'm gonna put Woo Young on the Thanks version 1 page, and then I'm gonna put Son on the Thanks version 2 page because this is my favorite set out of all 4 of the regular album cards. So yeah, I'm just gonna put Son in the middle of this one. Wow, great, awesome. Anyway, yeah, the rest of my diary cards, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them. I'm probably gonna try to just get rid of them, but yeah, I mean, I at least have, why don't I say at least? I don't really care about these cards, but I have my top 2 just to put in the center of these, so it's like, I don't know, rounding out the page for some reason. But yeah, that's literally all the cards I had to put away. There were so many. I'm so excited, and in the next upcoming video, hopefully, like, all the ones that have these mail icons on them will all be here, and then this collection will be so close to being done. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this long video, and I will see you in my next video.